Harambe YouTube, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means? It is time for New Comic Book Day. And I got a big fresh box from Midtown Comics. So let's get into it, show you what I got for the week. I always open up the box on camera so you can see the safety and security everything is shipped with when you purchase from said establishment. So this is Midtown Comics located in New York. Comes with the box. We have bubble wrap. We have a receipt there. And inside the bubble wrap we have the iconic Midtown Comics bag. Let's get this box out of here. And inside of the bag we have all of my new books bagged and boarded. So let's get into this. Starting with one from Mad Cave Comics. Don't Forget Your Briefcase, number 4. This is a very fun series. A little bit of espionage, a lot of action. Very, very good stuff. Oh, here we go. Issue number 2 of Blade Runner Black Lotus, Las Vegas. I am really digging this. This is the book that got me into, or the character of Black Lotus got me into the world of Blade Runner. I have personally never seen the movies. My first introduction to Blade Runner was the Blade Runner Black Lotus cartoon. And the week that started, I just fell in love with that universe. I went to my comic book store and started getting into the different books. And eventually, they had a Blade Runner Black Lotus book, the series that came out that was a sequel to the cartoon. And this is a continuation of that comic book universe. It had a great book, a great, very strong first issue that left a big cliffhanger that I am very excited to see how Las Vegas is going to expand that world. We have Catwoman number 80. Really enjoying this, especially since the last issue. It's the beginning of a new arc, stealing back her past. She's going after these pearls that she has admired since her childhood, and they're in the hands of Falcone. So we got a familiar enemy. And Catwoman back to stealing things. And then, what do we got here? Here we go, and here is one from Image Comics, part of the Spawn universe, Bloodletter, number 5. The interesting thing about this is that Bloodletter, the main antagonist of this, her big enemy is Spawn, and she is going after Spawn. Her whole goal is to kill him. I don't know if she's going to end up a ally by the end of this, or if she's just going to go full dark side. But there is so much room for all these characters in the Spawn universe between the different titles. We have Spawn, King Spawn, The Scorched, Gunslinger Spawn, Medieval Spawn, so many books, Sam and Twitch case files. So it'll be interesting to see where she ends up fitting into the Spawn universe even after this book. And then also from Image we have Witchblade number 15. Had to get this alternate cover here. This is it's almost reminiscent of the first series, this art style here. And just a little heads up for next week, I actually ordered the A cover too because I enjoyed that so much. Kind of a best of both worlds situation. Here we have Sarah fully decked out in the Witchblade, and in the other one, it's, you know, she looks like a, you know, stereotypical New York detective, and it's a very striking look for both covers. So I got both covers. Yes, I am that big of a nerd. Next, we have one from Dynamite Comics, Vampirella Armageddon number 4. Really digging this. This carries on from the Vampirella Strikes series from a few years ago. she is currently fighting her way back to Earth through hell after being transported there. Very, very good book. Nice to get back into the Vampirella universe for me. And then we have Spawn, looks like, from Image Comics. Spawn 369. Look at this cover here. That is a beautiful cover. Of course, this is the series that started it all. We're almost to the end of this week's books. Ooh, here's one that I'm really looking forward to. G.I. Joe number 12. This G.I. Joe is part of the Inner John universe. And so you have the G.I. Joe Real American Heroes series. That's the one that's been running since the 80s. This is part of the Inner John universe, which contains Transformers, Void Rivals, and G.I. Joe. The characters are almost reset. We actually have Baroness as a G.I. Joe in this series. And so it's a whole different look at this. And we're finally getting a lot more Transformer interactions in the series. It's something I've been holding my breath for forever. In the last few books, we've had more Transformers in this world. And then a book that I cannot speak highly enough of, The War, number 3. This book is a horror story set in a very brutal, realistic war setting. And it got its start actually in the Hello Darkness horror anthology series from Boom Comics. And they made a whole series out of it. We're on book number 3 right now. The war that started in Eastern Europe has made its way to America. And we've even lost some of the main characters that we got to know in the first 2 issues. And it's just getting bleaker and bleaker. And it is so rich, so vibrant. It's written by Garth Ennis, who I really enjoy everything the guy does. The first stuff I read of his, I believe, was maybe, I think he wrote Jennifer Blood. I think his most famous work is The Boys. That the Amazon Prime series, he wrote that. And so this is some of his best work in my opinion. So that's what I got for this week. Let me know in the comments what you guys got. If you got anything that I got, let me know what you think of it. If there's anything that you want a review of that you don't see a review up in the next few days, next few weeks, drop it in the comments and I will give you my thoughts on it. My goal with this channel is to make the comic book world and comic book collecting something that is accessible and easy to get into. And I want to, be able to point you to a book that you may like. So stay tuned for the comic unboxings, comic reviews, and then at least through the first half of November, probably up through November, we're going to be doing action figure unboxings every Thursday. Yeah, at least up through the 13th, because we have unboxings scheduled for, up to the first Thursday of November, and then I believe the second Thursday is November 13th, which is my birthday. And I always have this tradition of buying myself a more expensive figure than I would get for my birthday. So I'll actually get to do my action figure unboxing the Thursday of my birthday. So I'm very excited about that. And so stay tuned for those. And then on Tuesdays, I do a preview of what's going to be dropping at your local comic book stores the next day. So check those out. Everything drops at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So I'll see you guys later. I got a bunch of reading to get to. Keep reading them books. I'm out.